Team Coach Brian here. Today, I want to talk to you about your race training. We have spring right around the corner. Races are going to start opening up. The weather's getting great. We all want to get outside. My hope for you during this 2025 is that you hit your race goals, that you crush your PRs, and you do this all injury-free and create amazing experiences. So let's get started. You're either going to fall in one of two categories. You've been doing your base training or cross training, and you're ready for spring race training. You're ready to increase your performance. Fantastic. The other side, the other category, you're just now starting your base training. Hey, life gets in the way. But either way, this season of training, this is going to make or break you. And I'm talking from a performance standpoint and injuries. So if you're just getting started, let's say you're just getting started in your base training, you're going to need to build that aerobic base up. You're going to need to build the general fitness up, and you're going to need to get used to a training schedule. If you've already been training or cross training, you've already built that aerobic base up. You've developed the muscle fiber needed to progress more in your performance, and you've adapted to a training schedule. Fantastic. Listen, whichever group you fall in, it's okay. I want to go through some common mistakes that people do during the build phase and what you can do to some practical tips to help you in this period. So, whichever group you fall in, common mistakes. You increase your volume and intensity way too quickly, right? That just leads to injury. That could lead to an early season, an early season off. Number two is you neglect your recovery. Recovery is super important, and adjusting to a new training schedule. That's tough sometimes. I mean, we're all busy. We all have life going on. We all have jobs, and some of us have kids, and hey, whatever it is, right? So a new training schedule can be difficult. Either way, you're right where you need to be. I want to encourage you to stay in your lane, stay in the game, and let's make this happen. Let's have an amazing 2025. So here's some practical tips that's going to allow you to train injury-free and enjoy the process at the same time. That's what it's about, right? Having fun out there. I'm not saying we're going to not going through some pain, but let's have fun. Practical tips. Number one, gradually build up your miles or volume. I see too many people that, they're just getting into base training and they go out and do a 10-mile run. Ease into your miles. Ease into your volume. Just build it up. Give yourself a good 4 weeks to start building. Gradually build up your speed and intensity. Okay? If you were running 7-minute miles or 6.5-minute miles, before wintertime, that's awesome. Start with 9 or 10-minute miles now. Be careful on that speed. This is when we have issues with the hamstrings and the knees and the shins, and so let's be injury-free. Number three, schedule rest week, especially when you're coming out of wintertime or you're starting to increase your speed and performance. Schedule rest weeks. I'm talking like an entire week. Maybe you do some yoga, foam roll, stretch, go swimming right now. But rest weeks are super important. Put this on your calendar, right? With most of the athletes that I work with, that's the hardest thing for us to do is we're so consumed with increasing our performance, increasing our mileage, our volume. To dial it back for that week is a tough one. I get it. You're not alone. Number four, join a group. Joining a running group, whether morning's your speed or an evening's your speed, a running group or even a cycling group, that's a game changer. And for you cyclists out there, getting into it, if you have not been doing base training, don't jump out and do an A group on your first couple of rides. Get into the B group, get into the C group, ease your way back into it. Your body will appreciate that. And that leads me into number five, listen to your body. When you start training, you're feeling weak, or you're feeling tired, or fatigued, or even irritated. Well, you need to dial it back. That could be fitness related, but that can also be nutrition related. Maybe you're not consuming enough carbohydrates or enough protein. So listen to your body, okay? Something's not right, your body's going to tell you. So, quick note, when you're building yourself up, it's going to take a minimum of 6 weeks to see the cardiovascular benefits. So be patient with yourself. 6 weeks. All right. I know we're not patient. Endurance athletes are not patient. You got 6 weeks to build yourself up. So I want to encourage you, trust the process, stick to your plan, write down your recovery weeks, and celebrate your wins. All right, folks, listen, if you need help with a training plan, a strength plan, you need some motivation, hey, I'm here. Message me. Team, let's be unstoppable.